Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. This is episode 44 on Project Adjoa and Dennis. All right, so the long awaited video, a lot of people have been asking me what is the status or what is the progress on Project Adjoa and Dennis. And so finally, I'm here to share what we have done so far. We are not yet finished, and so whatever we have done, I'm here to share with you. In your view is the front view. 3Ds are very necessary because for me in particular and my team, we rely heavily on the 3D. Yes, the 3D helps you to really understand the projected view of the house, okay? Because you can see that in just a layman's drawing. Just put it on the paper and then put some numbers. Really, you cannot project that in real time. And so having it in a 3D form makes it more vibrant. And so that is exactly what we are doing. So this is the storage room that we set up with 2 poly tanks. That is going to serve an electrical room and the battery room for the solar batteries. Okay, so this is the back view. We've made some few modifications, especially to the main building. Okay, but for the storage room, it's still, the design is the same, just that we protruded the roofing just so it will cover the poly tank, even though the client did not approve of that earlier on, but we just went ahead and did it for her because exposing the poly tank just to the sun is not ideal. Okay, it won't help because of the hormonal imbalances that it will cause with heat and plastic, that they have been propagating all over social media now in terms of health wise. You understand? So don't expose your plastic materials to the sun. The more you do, the more harm you cause to yourself. If you want to build your dream home hassle-free, please contact Select Estate and get your dream land, okay, and build your dream home peacefully. A land that is litigation-free, okay, no chieftaincy dispute, no land guards, nobody comes to harass you when you're building. You can easily process your document, okay, have it processed and have your registered land title, unlike other places where you are unable to do so. So contact Select Estate where land, expensive land elsewhere is so affordable at Select Estate, pardon me. Okay, so contact Select Estate and get your plot of land as soon as possible. All right, so back at side, previously you noticed that we extended the block work of the pillars just so we can position the copings as you're seeing, and then the fence wall banisters, those metal works you see there, they are called fence wall banisters. All these things should be something that you should show interest in. If you're someone that you want us to build your house for you, for me, I like details. Likewise, my client pays attention to do so, and for me, I like beauty. All these things comes with a cost, you understand? So always be prepared. If you need a competent and a qualified electrical engineer, please contact Mr. Frank Hammond, who have been certified by the Ghana Institute of Electrical Engineers. Okay, and he will perform a well professional electrical wiring for you. All right, so this is the main gate with the pedestrians gate that we've done. You could see the coping that we've done before the fence wall banisters comes on top of it. Okay, and then on top of the pillars we've done those copings, and they are all linear. Even though the land is slopey, we have to make sure that they are all linear on the top. You understand? All these things comes with a cost. Are you with me? So you need to budget for this, especially when you have to put up a fence wall, okay, and you have to do plastering, and after plastering you have to do those fence wall coping. On the interior, we did 2 things. We did plasterboard and POP because the main building has been divided into 2, where we have the concrete slab and that of the roofing sheet. And so areas where we have the roofing sheet, we are going to do a POP because POP holds properly with roof trusses. When you have a roof trusses, the POP hooks, they actually hang on well with the roof trusses compared to concrete slabs. Concrete slab actually holds well with plasterboard because plasterboard deals with screws. You understand? And those one can easily go into the concrete and hold it properly. If not, if you have someone do a POP on a concrete slab, with time it will fall and it will hurt people within the room. So kindly take note of that. I always advise do a plasterboard on concrete slabs because they hold properly with the concrete, whereas POPs will hold properly with roofing sheet, like areas like this. Because we have the roof trusses, it will hold properly because they will use the fiber to go around the wood, which will hold the POP together properly. You understand? All right. So work is progressing steadily. It's a gradual process. Before we get to this stage, we have to do a lot of consultation, talk to each other, the client, my team. We have to be going back and forth just so we get exactly what the client wants. You understand? Just so we get exactly what the client wants. Most often than not, whatever we have achieved so far did not just happen. I want all of you to understand that whatever we have achieved so far, it didn't just happen. It went through a lot of vigorous process, consultation, scrutiny, checking here and there before arriving at this stage. So when you are building your house, please remember that you need someone who can thoroughly scrutinize the entire process just so you come up with the best. You understand? Yes, just so you come out with the best. If not, some our artisans are a bit funny. Yeah, they're a bit funny. And so for me, I scream a lot. There are sometimes I don't even scream on the platform. Sometimes I make some action on the platform because all the various clients that we are building for, we have various platforms that we communicate. You understand? And so during this time, when I see something, I screenshot it, I put it on the platform, I go behind the platform and I voice out my displeasure just so that my reputation, character, and everything is not dent. You understand? And we need to make sure that quality and the client's money is worth what we are giving her or him. Are you with me? So you can see the beauty of the coping. Daniel is a professional guy. He does his coping and fence wall, parapets, and all of that. He's so professional. So if you need his services, just let me know and he will come doing it for you. Stone cladding is by Steven Stone, a wonderful guy, and so I utilize him all the time. I've also come up with my new stone cladding guy, which I'll be utilizing in the next project. Okay, in that way I have the chance to control him and tell him exactly what we want, and if there's anything we need to do, any correction, I don't have to go chasing him. He is right there with the team, and he can do that. In here, you can see the ceiling work looks so beautiful because the client wanted a high ceiling, and in fact, that is our signature. If you go to all our projects, you can attest to it that all our ceilings are so high because that's how I build my houses. You understand? I don't build short houses. No. I don't do that. And so it will tell you in my estimate because the quantity of block that we will require might be different from someone else's preparing an estimate for you. Because for you to achieve that high ceiling, it is not by magic. You need to increase the block work. You understand? That is the beauty you see here. The skimming of the wall is also taking place. As you can see, internal skimming. We have to skim all the walls, make it smooth. Someone will ask, why do you skim the wall? Yes, we skim the wall to be able to close the pulses, within the block work. This will disallow the cooling, to go out. You maintain a very room temperature within the room, especially when you turn on the AC. Okay, and it also reduces the amount of painting that you have to buy, because if you don't do skimming, you would have to probably use about 4 buckets of paint in one room. But once you do skimming, you reduce it probably by 1 bucket or by 2 buckets. You understand? So skimming is necessary. It makes the wall neat, smooth, and beautiful. You don't have to scratch yourself or even torn your clothes when you by accidentally, you know, scratch the surfaces of the walls. And make it smooth and beautiful. You understand? Yes. And before all of these, you need to make sure your light setting layout. Everything should be done by the architect. Your interior decor, just so I chip in another information, interior decor personnel are very important, especially when you're coming to your finishing. So if I'm going to build for you now, I will even advise that you get an interior decor personnel. When we finish the block work, get an interior decor personnel to mark out how your lighting system is going to be, your bedroom layout and all of that, and we will use that to prepare the estimate for you. And just so that person will also be part of the process, in the completion stage. And you see that you have a very well organized room. It's not necessarily having a very big room and you don't know what to do with it. Okay, yes, an interior decor personnel will help you do that. My architect also does the interior decor. Okay, so Jonathan can also come up with a design for you. Myself, I can also come up with the designs, but I prefer that I leave it for the professionals to do. Here we are installing Ethernet. So in all my project, I'm introducing Ethernet cabling, where in every room you have the RJ45 socket in all the rooms. But based on this specification, the client didn't want it in all the rooms. She selected specific areas, especially her office and the hall in the master bedroom. Okay, and so she will have full internet access by Starlink. Okay, yes, and we've made all the cabling all the way to the rooftop, and so the routers and everything will be mounted, and this makes it beautiful. You don't have to finish the house and then start cutting the wall and do it. No, we are trying to infuse everything together, and this is the rooftop, and everything looks beautiful. Okay, I'll be coming your way with episode 45, and so you can see exactly what we have done so far. If you have enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you've not. Again, my name is Mr. Bright Antonio. I am the CEO of B&C Constructions Limited. If you need my services, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. From me to you, shalom. God bless you wherever you are. Peace.